Hi everyone, Aaron Cusack here and welcome to another episode of A-Tek Behind the Scenes. Now today we're going to do some ball striking. So we're going to look at ways in which we can try to improve our consistency when trying to strike the ball. Now everyone pines to try and get the ball to spin. You know when you've struck a good ball in the game, when the ball starts to spin back. But not everyone knows maybe some of the little hacks that you can try and focus on to try and improve your consistency. Now what this session isn't going to be is a breakdown on how to kick a ball. So I'm not going to go through the mechanical structure, but what we're going to try and chase is ways in which we can get the ball to spin by using certain reference points on the ball. One tip I will give you, if you're trying to strike a ball straight, the standing leg must face the direction that you're trying to aim for. If it goes off at a slight angle, then it becomes harder to try and get that straight motion. So when you are practicing, that standing leg needs to really go in the direction you want the ball to go. So today we're going to look at this. I've got these Puma balls and I'm going to focus on this red logo here, the Puma sign. And I'm going to try and focus on my big toe, so the striking foot, my big toe slicing diagonally across the ball. Now if I set this up in the middle, it will invite me to try and feel like I'm cutting across the ball rather than going under the ball. So if I go under the ball, I will get spin, but one of the hacks I've felt and developed recently is learning how we can feel like we're slicing through it and across diagonally to also create that spin. So let's give it a go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the ball up so that the middle part of the ball has the logo facing it, and that's going to be my reference point when I'm focusing with my striking foot. So you've got the goal behind me, I'm going to use my right foot and I'm going to feel that my toe, my big toe, is slicing diagonally across and almost going out to the left. And I'll start to assess the behaviour of that on where the ball goes. Okay, so I'm just going to try and aim to start with. I've got the two kind of red lines here. I'm going to try and keep the ball inside that red line, trying to hit the centre of the goal. So I'm going to come up to the kicking area and I'm going to set it up so that I can see the red is in the middle. And now I'm coming to the side of the ball, of course, so I need a little bit of room. And I'm thinking about coming onto the ball, standing foot's going towards my direction, and then I'm coming almost across the ball to see if I can get that spin. So that's going to be my focus. My big toe is slicing diagonally through the red. Let's give it a go. And straight away I get that feeling of the ball spinning back. Now my body felt like it was going that way, especially the toe. So I've got some instant feedback there to know that that was quite a decent strike. So I'm going to trust that process and have another go. So let's set it up. So I've got the ball. I'm going to set it up with the Puma in the middle. So I've got something to focus on. I'm going to have a practice of feeling that my big toe is coming across the ball. I'm trying to keep the ball fairly low. I'm not trying to put it in the air, but it's just that feeling. So I adopt my position and it's feel. So I'm going to kick across. And again, because I'm kicking across it, that feeling's working for me. I'm coming through. So all I felt then was just thinking like my big toe is slicing through that ball over there. So it was more of a process than worrying about the outcome. Now the outcome was pretty successful again, so I'll give it one more go. So you can see I've got the red logo that I'm going to try and focus on. So set it up, routine is good. It's good to get into good habits. And I feel that my big toe is going to slice across that red logo. A little bit higher, but I got the spin I was after. So for me now, that's a trend. That means that that kind of feeling is working for me and it helps with my understanding on how the ball behaves. If you want to practice something and you don't quite know what it takes to, improve the quality of what you're chasing, look at the behavior of the ball. Use it as feedback. What's it doing? If you're chasing spin, does the ball spin? Or if it's spinning, you're clearly doing something correct in your mechanical execution when kicking the ball. If it's not spinning, then it must be a contact point that's not allowing the ball to get that back spin. So So a very simple, effective practice, nothing too complicated, but trying to get spin on the ball. Maybe try and use the feeling of kicking across the ball with your big toe.